Today I'm going to share with you a conversion hack, a way to increase the conversions and sales from your copy with what's called prove it yourself copywriting. And we're going to lean on lessons from Eugene Schwartz in breakthrough advertising. From Gary Bencivenga, we're going to look at example copy out of his Doctor's Vest Pocket sampler of natural remedies, and I'll share some of my insights and perspectives on this too. So the foundational quote for today's episode is in the chapter First Technique of Breakthrough Copy Intensification from Breakthrough Advertising by Eugene Schwartz. And in the book, he says, turn the demonstration into a test. Let your reader visualize himself proving the performance of your product, gaining its benefits immediately in the most specific and dramatic way possible. So let's dive into that. So Eugene Schwartz's lesson was basically that you need to show your prospect how to test your claims. So somebody's going through your ad, your copy, your whatever. You need to show them how to actually put every claim that you've made to the test. So I've talked a lot about proof and credibility in copywriting, and this is yet another way to establish proof in a way that is, I suppose, a little bit different than many of the obvious the obvious things like, oh, here's some stats from the market, or here's my credibility, here's my academic credentials, etc. So Eugene Schwartz was quoting his own ad. The ad was, give me one evening and I'll give you a push button memory. Give me one evening and I'll give you a push button memory. That was the headline for the ad. And so deep in the ad, he says, take this book and turn to page 39. Read 8 short pages, no more. And then put down the book. Review in your mind the one simple secret I've shown you, and then get ready to test your new automatic memory. And he goes on to walk through this automatic memory exercise, right? And the important point here is he's actually getting someone to visualize like the process of, they've already bought the book, right? They already have the book in their hands. They open up the book to page 39. They're going to read 8 pages. Like, note, he doesn't commit you to reading the whole book, right? And then put down the book and think about it, and then we're going to do this test. And he lays out what the test is going to be, how you're going to write down all of these facts, and how you're going to memorize them. You're going to be able to recall them in any order, etc. But he shows this. He shows this benefit of the product, right? The result that you achieve, which is this push button memory, this automatic memory. He shows you the benefit of the product through this demonstration that he's asking you to do in your own mind. And so if you actually walk through this, and as you're the reader and you're visualizing, okay, I'm actually going to do this. I'm going to open up the book to page 39. I'm going to read a few pages. I'm going to learn the simple secret, one simple secret, right? That he shows me. And then I'm going to be able to do this. I'm going to be able to astound my friends or my colleagues, my coworkers, etc., with my amazing memory skills. Well, what you're asking the prospect to do is create the scenario in which they've already proved it to themselves. And Gary Bencivenga is a huge proponent of this exact same methodology, this exact same type of copywriting. So deep in his promo, the Doctor's Vest Pocket sampler of natural remedies, as he's approaching the final call to action, he has a subhead that says, try this simple experiment. And he says, as soon as your free preview copy arrives, look up those 1 or 2 medical conditions of greatest concern to you right now. So it's a book, New Choices in Natural Healing, over 1,000 of the best self-help remedies from the world of our alternative medicine, right? So in this case, there's 1,000 self-help remedies. And he's saying, look up 1 or 2 medical conditions of the greatest concern to you right now. Then read over the many natural remedies you find listed for each and decide for yourself if this book is one of the wisest investments you'll ever make in your own health. So he even, I put prove it yourself copywriting in quotes in the title of this. He specifically in the copy, put in italics, decide for yourself, prove it yourself. Like this language that, don't take my word for it, right? Prove it yourself, decide for yourself if this book is one of the wisest investments you'll ever make in your own health. Now, what's really interesting is this, and a lot of the offers that Gary actually sold were what's called a soft offer. And a soft offer is really great for, and actually Eugene Schwartz too. A soft offer is really great for prove it yourself style copywriting. It's essentially a trial of something that's delivered to you by mail. So in this case, you actually requested the book. You sent in a free trial certificate, and the copy of this promotion that I actually bought off Amazon. If you look up the Doctor's Vest Pocket Sampler of Natural Remedies, it's available there. You just send in a business reply mail postcard, and they send you a copy of the book for a free 21-day preview. And then a bill arrives in the mail. And so try it yourself is completely built into the offer. Compare that to a hard offer where there can be some challenges that I'll talk about in a minute, but you are asking someone to pay before they prove it for themselves. But if there is any way that you can build a trial into your offer, it can make this even easier when it comes to presenting it. Now, I've used this copywriting principle a lot. This is something that I've known and used for a long time. One of the things that I've done, and this is related to that whole soft offer, hard offer thing, is I've sold the guarantee as a trial period. So if somebody has 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, 12 months, right, in which they have a satisfaction guarantee, I've often said something along the lines of, hey, I'm not asking you to say yes or no today. All that I want is your maybe. I want you to give it a try first and then decide that everything that I've said about whatever this product or service is that it lives up to all the hype and then some, that it fulfills on every promise I've made today and even some that you're not even expecting, right? And so I'm selling this 30-day guarantee period or 90-day guarantee period, whatever it is, as a trial during which I want them to put it to the test and try it to prove it for themselves, right? And when you do that, it is conveying the same type of meaning, maybe with a little less weight than if you are able to offer your products for free. Now, there's some economics of that I don't want to get into in this episode, and things like credit checks that they did on the lists prior to. So they had some comfort with the list that they were sending those messages to. But the point is, the more that you can give your prospect the understanding that they are proving it to themselves, that they have time to decide for themselves, that everything that you're promising is true, the more you're counteracting that natural skepticism of course you're going to say good things about your product or service, whatever. And so whether or not, when I've been using this guarantee as a trial concept or not, I've used this language consistently throughout my copy. See for yourself, decide for yourself, all of that. And I actually have a quote of some of my own copy. So this is from the landing page for my email copywriting prompts program. I suppose I can include a link to that. Is this the fastest, easiest way to crank out powerful marketing emails? And I say, so why not go ahead and do that? Give it a try. Dig into everything you get. See for yourself. I've tried to make it as easy as possible, but I can't make the decision for you. So it's the similar idea. The principle is the power. The principle is however you choose to apply it, whatever specific language you choose to use. The magic is not in the language. The magic is in this power that you're giving to the prospect to prove it for themselves, to make their own decision. There's this book called Instant Influence that I've talked about in the past, and it basically says that we cannot convince someone to make a decision. And it's based on some rather interesting research. We can't convince someone to make a decision. We can't make a decision for them. All that we can do is support their independent ability to make their own decision. And that's something, I mean, you look back at Breakthrough Advertising by Eugene Schwartz, you look at Gary Bencivenga's copy, that's something we've known since long before instant influence came out. But this is how it's applied in copy. So my call to action to you is to ask yourself, how can you use this in your copy? Is there a set of edits that you need to make to some copy that you already have in the marketplace? Is this something that you want to incorporate into your writing going forward? You know, how can you use this prove it yourself principle in your copy, this type of languaging, to give your prospects more sense of agency over the decision, to not feel like you're trying to force all of your promises and claims down their throat, but instead you're proposing that this product or service can do everything that you're saying, and you're giving them the opportunity, completely risk and obligation free, to try it for themselves. So think about how you can use it. You can leave that as a comment with this episode. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you get more content like this delivered to you. And if you're serious about becoming a great copywriter, I want you to check out the link in the description to my high velocity copywriting course from from me. It says high velocity copywriting course from Roy Furr. And just see what you find there and if it might resonate with you in terms of how that can make you a better copywriter. So I'm Roy Furr. This is Breakthrough Marketing Secrets. I do this every day. A new episode for you every day about copywriting, marketing, business building, entrepreneurship, and more. So I'll catch you again in the next episode. See you soon. Bye. Thank you once again for tuning in to this daily episode of Breakthrough Marketing Secrets. Remember, check out the links with this episode for even more value. Now make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, and engage in every way you can to keep this show going and growing and delivering daily value to you. I'll catch you soon for your next big breakthrough.